Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of calculating interest. This is standard 8.12d in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 37, which is a new item type called drag and drop, of the 2023 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a drag and drop here. It just means that we need to put some answers in each of these boxes, and as you can see, once we use an answer, we cannot use it again. Some drag and drops let you use one answer more than once, and if we just put in one answer, try to move on, it is going to show an error message saying you have not answered everything. So we need both answers here. It's a 2-point problem, and so let's see. We have a $10,000 deposit. All right, so this is what we're going to be calling our principal. This is the principal amount or the investment amount that we are starting with. And we have got an interest rate here, so 2.5% interest, because when you deposit something into an investment account, you're wanting it to earn interest. Now, how it draws interest can change. This is a compound interest. That's different than simple interest. So we're going to need to get that calculation in just a moment. And does not plan to make any additional deposits or withdrawals. So this just basically tells us that principal doesn't change. Because if the principal were to change, if you were to make a $500 deposit each month, for example, then that would change our calculations for each month. All right, so we've got two different questions here. How much interest is earned? Interest, not total amount. First year and second year. Okay, so this is my first year right here. And then this is my second year over here. So we have to keep those two going. All right, so let's open up our reference materials here. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. You see there's simple interest and compound interest. We want that second one, that compound interest. All right, so A equals P 1 plus R to the T. All right, so that's our formula we're going to use, and we are definitely going to need our calculator. So let me get that open here. And what we're going to need is probably just the graphing calculator for the calculations. And now we have all those things. We are ready to go. All right, so what is this A? That's the total amount. Now, we're not looking for the total amount. We are looking for the amount of interest. So we're going to have to subtract that $10,000, okay? But this principal here, what is that principal? Well, we said it was $10,000. Now, when we do the interest rate, it's 1 plus the interest rate, because if it's a growth rate, right, we want it to be over 1, and it's 2.5%. Okay, so we need to change that into a decimal, right? So percent to decimal, we can divide it by 100. We can move it over 2 decimal spots, right? It's going to be 0.025. And then at the end of the first year, that's that T, that's that time. Okay, so that's just going to be 1. All right, so let's do this. 10,000. We're going to multiply that by 1 plus 0.025, and we're going to do the xy, and we're going to kind of take that up to the first power. Okay, so that's 10,250. But how much interest did I earn? Well, let's take away the $10,000 that were already there. Okay, so that's $250. So let's take our 250, put that right there. Now let's calculate it again, but now we need it for 2 years. $10,000, 1 plus 0.025, and let's do that. So 10,000, 1 plus 0.025. We're going to raise that to the second power for 2 years, and then we're going to take away 10,000. 506.25. That is our other answer.